All right, this is the illusion reporting from Malibu, California, somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Today I'm down in Culver City where I'm dropping off my client at a doctor's appointment. Some very interesting things just happened. I've been thinking a lot about how to explain the hologram and how I experience it. Up to a certain level, I've always been able to tap into the ability to manipulate the hologram as I create it through a subconscious level. You know, for a long time I didn't understand exactly what I was doing, but I always knew I could do exactly what I wanted if I set my mind to it, man. And about a year and a half ago, I woke up to exactly the potential of the hologram and me being one with the hologram. And so the way I like to explain it is, you know when you're watching the movie The Matrix and Neo wakes up and he's having the drink with the Cypher in the room, and Cypher's watching the screen of code radiating down the screen, and it's just green code, and Cypher looks at it and goes, oh, I see the girl in the red dress, I see some dudes fighting, I see a bunch of stuff going on, but to us watching the movie, it's nothing but code, but Cypher can translate the code because he's in the Matrix and understands the Matrix. And so that's exactly what the hologram is like. For example, because we're on the subject of the Matrix, I'm in a, drop my client off at this doctor's appointment in Culver City, and I walk in and there's a TV playing, and what is playing on the TV? But the Matrix. And that's exactly what the hologram is about. All thoughts create. This is all being radiated from me. And when I really started to tap into it, I read a lot of books and stuff. And all through my life, the books I've been reading, regardless to their subject matter or where they're coming from, have always metaphorically applied directly to my life. So about 9 months ago, I'm reading a book about India and drug smugglers in India in the 80s and stuff, and it's a 1,000-page book, right? So time and space with me reading the book, it took me about 6 weeks to read this book. But no matter where I was in the book, the subject matter of the book pertained exactly to what was going on in my life at the time. And about 600 pages into the book, I realized that I was writing the book on a subconscious level, that it was me creating the book and writing the book as I turned the pages. Because after all, this is all my dream, and everything in the dream is created by my manifestation of putting it out into the universe. So I find a lot of times, like I'll be watching a movie. I don't watch TV because TV is the low frequency bombardment, but I like to watch a lot of movies. And no matter what movie I watch nowadays, every one of them in some way relates to waking up from the deep sleep that is the scary dream and the attachment dream, and realizing that it is all coming from our subconscious, from our mind. And that when we wake up from the dream, we begin to realize this, and then we're able to utilize it to enjoy the dream. Because ultimately, that's what this is all about, is enjoying our dream and being happy, joyous, and free. Now, when I'm in a high frequency state, I pretty much can accept anything that's going on around me and surrender to what's going on around me, because I'm actually knowing that I'm creating everything that's going on around me. The tricky part's when we get into low energy fields and I attach to it, and then I forget that I'm in charge of me being in a low energy field, and with my mind I can break free of that low energy field, but I have to surrender to the information coming at me. After all, I am creating it. So when I embrace it, love it, forgive it, the switch happens and I'm back into a high energy field. And you know, that's what's really going on. If you can begin to make yourself aware of exactly what information's coming into you, and look at it as, okay, all this information coming into me, I am creating. So therefore, what does it mean? And that's where you got to take a step back and look at what it is, because the information you may be receiving at any given time may be something you already put into the ether previously, months, years, seconds, days before, and now it's manifesting in the present second of time and space. Because the interesting thing about the hologram is it's always the present moment. It is never the future, it is never the past. So everything that's ever occurred in time and space is occurring right now at this very second. And once we begin to tap into that thing, no longer are we surprised, because no longer do we have attachment to what's going on in front of us. We know that it is all coming from us. And, I thought it was very interesting, because I've been thinking about making this little segment of my story, the illusion story, today. And then I walked into the doctor's office and the Matrix was on, and I looked at it and I go, of course the Matrix is on, because I've been thinking about the Matrix for about 8 hours now, because it's all explained in the Matrix. If you can go watch the first Matrix with an open mind, it's all explained in the Matrix, man. And that's what we are. We are basically beams of light that have been trapped into a low frequency vibrational reality called the dream, the hologram. And the minute we detach from that dream and hologram and return ourselves to source energy, no longer can the dream or the hologram attack us, hurt us. It's just like when Morpheus tells Neo, there's no reason to dodge bullets, because eventually there will be no bullets. And that's what's going on here in the dream. So I thought I would chime in and kill a little time here in Culver City while my client's in the doctor trying to get his Social Security dialed out. So anyway, that's the illusion, happy, joyous, and free, and watching the code just spin out of the ether, man, and enjoying what I see right now. So thank you.